So hi guys, so first of all, Merry Christmas Eve. I know it's not Christmas yet, but I'm still saying Merry Christmas Eve just because, if you want to, just, leave it in the comments what you're gonna do today, or tomorrow. Today or tomorrow, I don't really care. So in about like 1 or 2 hours, I'm going to my grandparents' house, and, we're just gonna, go to my grandparents' house with family and stuff, and we're gonna open presents, and usually Santa comes, which is like, I mean, obviously he's not actually Santa, like he's just someone that like if someone in my family who dresses up as him, and all the little kids, they believe that it's him, but it's not. So yeah, I'm not sure if they're gonna do that this year, but yeah. And we're also gonna have food, obviously. Probably like, I don't know, like I don't know what I don't know what's I honestly don't really know like what we have for dinner, like usually on Christmas Eve. Like I honestly kind of forgot. But anyways, and then tomorrow, after we open our presents from the Christmas tree, we're gonna go to my aunt's house, and then we're gonna have dinner. I mean, not have dinner, but like, we're gonna eat, and we're gonna play some games. Like, there's one game called Left, Right, Center where, it's kind of complicated to explain, but like, um, it's kind of complicated to explain, so I'm not gonna do it. And then we're also gonna play this. I don't know what it's called, but it's like where there's like there's like a ball or something, and there's like stuff in it, so you have to like rip it open, and then you have to like rip it open, and then you get the stuff. But anyways, that's off topic. But so guys, if you can remember from my dreams video that I did a few days ago, maybe a week or so, I was gonna do this story about Alvin and the Chipmunks, because a long time ago in 2015, from like 2015 through 2018, I was really obsessed with the show Alvin and the Chipmunks, which is like, if you didn't know already, it's about these three chipmunks. One is Alvin. He's like this. I mean, not the. He's like the cool one, and then Simon is the smart one, and then Theodore is the cute one. So I used to have a lot of dreams like that. I used to have a lot of dreams about them, and like specifically Alvin. But and I was gonna do that story that I showed you guys, but like but just I just had a lot of problems like recording it, so I just decided I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna do a bunch of dreams that I've had about Alvin and the Chipmunks. Not this one. The one that my what do you call it? The key is on. I don't know what you call it. But anyways, so yeah, we're just gonna do a bunch of them. So Alvin and the Chipmunks. So I don't think I did this one. Yummy yummy pizza. I I don't think I ever. Right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've never done this one before. I don't know. I don't think I have, but anyways, so I know it's kind of weird. That's kind of a weird name. It's yummy yummy pizza, like. But anyways, so I'm just gonna get into reading it, and I don't know. One day in a dream, I went to my friend Alvin and the Chipmunks' house. I had to help Dave clean the yard because, of course, selfish, lazy Alvin. Because if you didn't know, I'm just spitting boomer real quick. But anyways, if you didn't know, like in the show, Alvin is like kind of sometimes is a little selfish. So, that's why I always say that. I say that a lot in the stories I make about him. So who does not care about anyone but himself could not do it. Alvin was playing a video game with Kyle. I have no idea what they were playing, and quite frankly, I don't give a shit. Um, Alvin asked me if I wanted to play, but I did not want to. Then he yelled at me and said, "Sure, because cleaning the yard is more fun than playing video games." I said, "Shut up, you mean to me only, you mean only to me, selfish jerk. I, I do want to play with Kyle and you, but not if you give me that attitude." I cleaned up the dog poop, and when the chipmunks did not even have a dog. My mom ordered a pizza and a pepperoni pizza. A cheese pizza and a pepperoni pizza. When Alvin came into the kitchen to eat, he looked very tired. When we sat down at the table to eat, Alvin, Kyle, and me had pepperoni because I wanted to be cool, like Alvin. Oh yeah, I already am cooler than him. Way cooler. Like,
How we doing, Paul?
good.
We're gonna stand up and we just talk and stuff. Thank you. You don't have a belt?
No.
No. That's alright. Your belt, they're not gonna fall down though, right?
No.
Alright, so let's do this. You tuck your t-shirt in, okay? Just tuck your t-shirt in, okay? You can wear this tomorrow to probably to Auntie's tomorrow too if you want.
Yeah.
But I got stuff on it, it's alright. I got stains on this t-shirt, right? Did you just spill something on it?
No.
Spill something on it?
No.
It's fine. You guys are gonna put this shirt on? You wanna put it now or you wanna wait?
I wanna wait.
What?
I wanna wait.
Alright, that's fine. Oh, merry little Christmas. Cole, you wanna go? Cole, you wanna go watch this movie? It's really, really funny. It's called Dirty Grandpa, but it's the TV version, so you can watch it. Okay?
Yeah.
If you want to. Kai, you wanna watch it too, but it's really funny.
So that was my dad. I apologize for the long wait, but we're just getting ready for the Christmas party, so he just had to like tuck in my pants. So anyways, oh yeah, I already am cooler than him. I'm the coolest kid in the world. You know that? Cooler than everybody. No, I'm kidding. I'm just teasing. Not to be mean or anything, but Alvin acts like a bully sometimes. I don't know why I just did it but whatever. Theodore, Simon, Dave, and Mom, Daddy, and okay, this is kind of weird, but like, I call them Daddy and Mommy until like 2021. Please don't embarrass me like that, please. I promise, I don't call them that anymore. I call them Dad and Mom. Okay? Is that happy? I mean, is that good for you? All right? Okay. While we were eating, I watched Will Power's Pizza Challenge. If you didn't know, Will Power is my favorite YouTuber. I mean, not really anymore, but like he used to be. Like, to be honest, I usually only watch him nowadays when like his a new video comes out, because like I still want to support my boy, you know. And this didn't actually happen. Like I wasn't a fan of him until like, well, I watched him a little bit in 2015, because like me and my brother did, but then I just forgot about him. And then in 2020, in like March or April of 2020, my brother, like he reminded me of him, and then I just watched his videos and I became hooked, you know. And that is that. And this didn't actually happen, because this didn't actually happen. I just added it just cause. I brought my Chromebook from home, so me, Kyle, and Alvin played WWE 2K17. Because in another dream I had, it was what do you call it? There was the game WWE 2K17, because WWE has, you know, NBA 2K and you know, all those 2Ks. WWE has one, and this is 2K17, and I was able to play it on my school Chromebook in a dream, so I just added it to this. I went first. I was Roman Reigns. I was against the Bulgarian Rusev. Those are wrestlers, by the way. And Bulgaria is a country in Europe. I won the United States Championship. Next to was Kyle's turn. Kyle was Shinsuke Nakamura, a Japanese wrestler. He was against Dean Ambrose. He lost. And last was Alvin's turn. He was Randy Orton. He was against me for the United States Championship. I retained my title. Then I got back to helping Dave clean the yard. Then I got back to playing with Alvin and Kyle. On my Chromebook, I watched the Greatest Royal Rumble. Alvin stole the Chromebook from me and watched stupid videos of him singing songs. Because, like, in the show, they're, like, rock stars, basically. So, I mean, they're not really in this one, but, like, they sort of are a little bit, but not that much. I don't know, it's weird. It's kind of hard to explain. But anyways, there's a picture of a WWE wrestler named Kevin Owens, and that's the Universal Championship, which is like one of the most prestigious titles in all of WWE, except for the WWE Champion. I mean, they're like the Universal Championship and the WWE Championship are kind of like equal in like prestige and stuff. So I beat him up and got my Chromebook back. I continued watching the Greatest Royal Rumble. Then I said, "Bring your own Chromebook." Then he stopped trying to steal it from me. Alvin is still my best friend, but we get into fights sometimes. Kyle played on his Nintendo Switch. Alvin played on his phone, and I continued to play on my Chromebook. Me, Alvin, and Kyle ate cookies after that. Then I played with Alvin and Kyle like I said I would. We played Mega Ultra Dungeon Master 6. That is Alvin's video game. This is just, I don't know why I put this twice, but this is these are Xbox controllers. Alright, that was a pretty good dream. Like, I don't know about the story, but when I first had the dream, it was pretty fun, not gonna lie. You know? Like, yeah, so, like, these Alvin and Chipmunks dreams are, like, some of the best dreams I've ever had. Like, I'm not even lying. They were just so fun to just dream about. They really were. You know? I don't really have dreams like that. I mean, sometimes, like, once in a while, like, when I have a, what do you call it, lucid dream, but, like, not, yeah, like, those are pretty fun, but, like, still, just in terms of quality, you know, I think these ones are better, you know. So, anyways, Alvin and the Chipmunks. This was a newer one, the one where they, Alvin and Chipmunks played Jumanji, so let's read it. So, I really like this dream because, it combines two of my favorite things, Alvin and Chipmunks, and, I mean, not anymore Alvin and Chipmunks, really, but, you know, I still like them, and Jumanji. So, anyways, a few nights ago, I had a dream that there was an episode of Alvin and the Chipmunks called Jumanji. At the beginning of the episodes, Alvin, Simon, and Theodore were walking to school when Alvin tripped over something. When they looked to see what it was, they saw a board game called Jumanji. Simon said, should we take it? Alvin said, no, board games are for losers. Theodore suggested that they take it, and if it's boring, they can stop playing, and he agreed. At lunch, they opened up the game. A bully named Derek said, look, everybody, Alvin still plays board games. Then everyone laughed at them. They read the directions. The game starts in the jungle and started in a jungle and ended at the golden city of Jumanji. But just in case you guys are wondering, so basically, this is the book I got it from. I got like all the game information from. It's called Jumanji, and by the way, and this was the one that this was the one where that the original 1994 one was wait, yeah, it was 1994. Wait, or was it 1990? I think it was 1995 actually. So 1995. So this was the one that the original Jumanji movie is based off of, and I don't know, it's actually kind of crazy to know that this turned into The Rock and Kevin Hart and stuff like that. Like, that's just kind of crazy. I don't know, that's just crazy to me. But anyways, player selects piece and places it in deepest jungle. B, player rolls dice and moves piece along the path toward the dangers of the jungle. C, first player to reach Jumanji and yell the city's name out loud is the winner. And by the way, if you've seen any of the newest Jumanji movies, it's basically like at the ending, you know, where they all have to call out call out Jumanji in order to, you know, stop the game, in order to win the game, I should say. But yeah, it's kind of like that. I think this is how it originated. So Alvin sarcastically said, "Oh, this is going to be a fun game." But Simon said, "There's one more instruction. D, very important. Once the game of Jumanji has started, it will not be over until one player reaches the Golden City. Then Alvin's friend Cheesy joined the um, um, Cheesy joined the game, and Alvin went first. He's Cheesy is a character from the show. It's kind of a weird name, I know, but yeah. He rolled a 7. Simon read, "Lion attacks, move back 2 spaces." For some reason, everyone screamed and ran out of the lunchroom, or the cafeteria, I should say. I don't know why. Boomer, be quiet. Simon told him to turn around very, very slowly. When he turned around, he saw a lion. They all ran around the cafeteria until Alvin threw a hot dog at the lion, which distracted him so they could walk out. They could get out. They went into a classroom. It was Simon's turn. He read, "Monkeys destroy hallway, lose 1 turn." Then they all heard the sounds of monkey. Boomer, be quiet, please. It was Simon's turn. They all looked outside the classroom and they saw monkeys going crazy. The monkeys saw them, so they closed the door. Next, it was Theodore's turn. He landed on a blank space. Simon read, "Thunderstorm begins, lose 1 turn." All of a sudden, they heard a loud thunderbolt. Then they felt heavy drops of rain, and soon the whole classroom began to flood. Then another loud thunderbolt scared the monkeys away. Even the other classes could feel the rain and hear the thunder. The Chipmunks teacher, Mrs. Smith, thought there were cracks in the ceiling, and she thought the lion was everyone's imagination. Oh yeah, because everyone would just be imagining a fucking lion. I mean, I know that's my writing, but like still, you know. I mean, you gotta critique your stuff every once in a while, because everyone makes mistakes. So like, if you don't recognize it, then how are you gonna move on? So yeah, I'm a motivational speaker now. So yeah, I hope that inspired you. I hope that inspired you to do better. I don't know, but Meanwhile, the rain began to slow down and fall in buckets, and the thunder began to stop. Next, it was Cheesy's turn. After he rolled, Simon read, "Guide gets lost, lose 1 turn." All of a sudden, they saw a man standing near the chalkboard, looking at a map. He said, "Perhaps a left turn then. No, a right turn here. Yes, absolutely. I think a right turn, or maybe." "Excuse me," said Alvin, but the guide didn't answer. Then the guide said, "Around here, then over. No, around here and then around this. Yes, good, but then, Cheesy then handed the dice over to Alvin, but he put it back in the box and put the whole game back in the box. Simon said, "Alvin, what are you doing?" He answered by saying what I should have done a long time ago. Then he put the lid back on the box. Meanwhile, the principal of the school announced an early dismissal. The whole floor was soaking wet because of the rain. But while they were walking out of the school, the lion saw them. Uh-oh. No, I'm kidding. But while the lion chased them, a song that they've sang played, because that's usually what happens in the episodes. Like there's like a montage. I don't know what you call it, but yeah. People who were walking on the sidewalk saw the lion and ran away. Cheesy ran back to their house. Meanwhile, the song ended and the chipmunks got back to their house and locked the door so the lion couldn't get in. The lion tried to scratch through the door, but it wasn't working, so he just gave up. I don't think that's very realistic, but okay, whatever. I think the lion could easily take the door down, but it's fine. When they got home, Dave said, "What are you guys doing home from school?" They knew that if they told him about the game Jumanji, he wouldn't believe them. So Alvin said, "Well, there was the air conditioning wasn't working." Yep, that's it. Then Theodore said, "Yeah, Dave, it was so hot, I felt like I was gonna die." Dave said, "Okay, if you say so. Hey, Alvin, what's that box you're holding?" Then Alvin said, "Just a board game we found walking to school." Then Dave said, "Okay, well, maybe we can play it tonight after dinner." Theodore said, "No." Then he said, "It's kind of boring." A few hours later, it was nighttime. The chipmunks were in Simon's lab, trying to figure out a way to destroy the game. Alvin said, "Come on, Simon, there's got to be some way to destroy it." Simon said, "Hold on, Alvin." He had a machine where they could disintegrate things, so he decided to try that. He tried it, but it could not disintegrate the wood that the box was made out of. Simon said, Guys, I think the only way to stop the game is to finish it. That got both Alvin and Theodore upset. They sent a text to Cheesy that Alvin sent a text to Cheesy that said, "Sneak into our house at midnight." He responded by saying, "Are you crazy?" Then Alvin said, "Just do it." Then they had dinner. Dave asked, so fellas, tell me about your day." Theodore said, "Well, first we went to homeroom, then math, then social studies, and then we went to lunch and played that really boring game I was telling you about." Dave said, "What's the game called?" So then Theodore said, "I think it's called Jumanji or something." After that, they finished up their dinner. Alvin told everyone that at midnight, Cheesy was coming over, and then we're going to finish Jumanji, and everyone agreed with it. A little while later, Dave tucked them into bed and said, "Good night, fellas. See you in the morning." They all said, "Good night, Dave." At 12, they all woke up and went downstairs and got the game set up. Cheesy came in through the window because the door was locked. Then they all sat in the living room. It was Alvin's turn. He rolled a 6. He read, "Bitten by a tsetse fly. Contact sleeping sickness. Lose 1 turn." Apparently, a tsetse fly is like a type of fly. I only knew it from the book, so don't judge me. They saw a swarm of tsetse flies flying around the house. Alvin tried to swat one away, but then he felt tired and then he fell asleep. Simon tried to wake him up, but it was no use. It was his turn next. He rolled on a blank space and rolled again. He read rhinoceros stampede. Uh-oh. Go back 2 spaces. All of a sudden, everyone could hear a loud rumble. It woke up Alvin, getting louder and louder until he saw a bunch of rhinos. Why did I say it like that? That was embarrassing, not gonna lie. They all hid under the table and took the board with them. Pictures were falling and their entire TV fell. So far, it was a pretty damn good episode. It was Theodore's turn. He rolled the dice and read, "Python sneaks into camp, Luke, go back 1 space." Everyone looked toward the fireplace and there was a python wrapping itself around the clock. Everyone was terrified. It was just so scary. It was just fucking terrifying. Next, it was Alvin's turn. He said, "Cheetah attacks, move back 2 spaces." Then he turned around and saw a cheetah behind him. He ran outside to his pool and the cheetah chased him. Simon went into the kitchen and got a piece of chicken and tossed it to Alvin, who threw it into a box. Into like a... Like, you know how, like, when you... Like, if you have a pool, you have, like some people have, like, this box that keeps all the equipment in. Yeah, well, that's this. That's the box, basically. Although I don't know how it's supposed to put a cheetah in there, but that's fine. He read, "Volcano erupts, go back 3 spaces." All of a sudden, the room got hot and it was getting harder to breathe. Things were starting to melt. Theodore rolled and read, "Discover shortcut, roll again." The python was starting to slither down the mantle. Then it was Cheesy's turn. Alvin said that if he rolls a 12, he can get out of the jungle. So he rolled the dice. He got 2 6s. Then he yelled, "Jumanji!" All of a sudden, everything started to disappear. All the damage that was caused fixed itself. The game was over. By the time the game ended, it was morning. Dave came down and asked, "You guys kept me... Wait. That means they played 8 hours? But it was... Wait. But it was only like... It took you 8 hours to do... Whatever. I mean, I guess it's not that big a deal, but like... Really? Yeah, like 8 hours? That's... whatever. It's fine. So I have an idea. Let's just pretend that like, you know, after they finished the game, they were all so tired, so they just fell asleep, and then they woke up at like 6:30, let's say, and then that's when Dave came up. Yeah, that's what actually happened. They didn't play the game for 8 hours. Ridiculous. Then he grounded them, and he asked what Cheesy was doing there, and he said, "Oh, we're walking to school together." As they walked to school, Alvin placed Jumanji back where they found it. The Chipmunks' friends, the Chipettes, friends slash enemies, you know, because like it really depends on like I don't know. It really depends on like the episode and stuff. The Chipettes were also walking to school and they saw Jumanji. The leader, Brittany, said, "Oh my gosh, isn't this the game that Alvin was playing yesterday?" Then her sisters, Eleanor and Jeanette, said that they should play it. The Chipmunks could hear them talking. Brittany finally said, okay, fine, we can play it for a few minutes. But then the chipmunks all screamed, no! That was weird, no. But, anyways, then another episode came on. It was a really good episode, in my opinion. Yeah, it sounds like it would be pretty good, not gonna lie. So I'm gonna check to see if there's anything else good. I mean, I know there is, but, like, I just don't know if I would feel like reading it at the moment. So, if there's not, then I'll just end the video. But if there is, then I'm just gonna continue the video. I'm just gonna continue with the video. Got it? What is there? This one was very boring. Not gonna lie. I mean, the dream wasn't boring, but like the story was boring. Me and Alvin on the last day of school. What was this one? What happened during this one? Well, I mean, obviously it was the last day of school, but like I don't remember if it was any good. Alvin, what's this? I don't know what's this. I don't even know what that means, but anyways, so wait, what's? I mean, I know this. I don't remember him being in this one. I mean, oh yeah, I do actually. So this isn't so. When I had so basically this dream is about I called it You Dumb Pirate. So like in the dream it was like about this. We were on me and my brother Kyle were on this pirate ship, and then we're this pirate obviously, and then this bad guy came onto the ship. So I was like, "Are you gonna protect him?" And he said, "No, I'm gonna kick some arse." Which I think that's Irish for ass. Like I don't know why he said it like that. I think it's just because it's pirate language. But anyways what was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. But I actually changed it in this one to just make it more family friendly, you know. But what was I gonna say? And then I don't know if this, I don't remember if this actually happened, but like I think the bad like him and the bad guy started having a sword fight, and then I was at school. I don't remember if this actually happened or if I just thought it happened. And then the bad guy like came back and he was like attacking me and stuff. I don't remember if it actually happened, but I just don't know. I don't really know. But I said it happened, but like this is like barely has any like some of this stuff is not even in the dream. Like I mean I know that happens with all my stories, but like that happens with almost all my stories. Like that happens with most of my stories. There's at least two things that don't happen in the story. At least two things. Yesterday that don't happen in the dream. I mean, yesterday night I had a dream that me and Kyle went on a pirate ship with an imaginary stupid pirate. Then a bad guy came onto the ship. When I asked the pirate if he was gonna protect us, he said no. I'm gonna kick somebody butt. I just thought that was funny at the time, but yeah, that really had me like cracking up the first time I came up with it. I don't know. I have a weird sense of humor. What can I say? Which I mean doesn't make sense because you say you're not gonna protect us, but then you say you're gonna fight the bad guy, which is protecting us. So like that doesn't make sense. But okay. I mean I know it's a dream, and I shouldn't really question dream stuff because that's always weird usually. But anyways, then the bad guy came and they had a sword. Then the bad guy and him had a sword fight. It was pretty lame, but I liked it. No, it was actually kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. Like all I could see was just these swords swinging, and I think I could hear like them like go yeah. The next day, I went to school. That same bad guy came into my school. No, he didn't. I mean, I don't think he. I mean, I don't know honestly. Me and my cousin Weston hid in the toy box. Actually, I think that actually did happen because I think I actually remember him being in that. My cousin Weston. It was a bad and sad 2 days. No, it was not. No, it was not. My class survived. In fact, every class survived. Then I got donuts. That did not happen. None of this after the Weston stuff happened. None of it. And by the way, I wrote the story in like 2018, so I thought this was how it was spelled with an I, but it's actually spelled with an O. So let's go ahead and change that right now. Weston. Then we watched a movie called Alvin and the Chipmunks Monks Underwater, which is the fifth Alvin and the Chipmunks movie. The plot is that when the chipmunks sneak out to the beach, Theodore is taken by a cyclops, and they have to get him, and they get help from this character SpongeBob. Honestly, that actually doesn't sound like it'd be too bad of a plot. Like, that actually sounds pretty decent. Not gonna lie. Although don't think, I mean, I don't think chipmunks are survived to like be underwater for that long. So I don't know how they'd rescue Theodore. Like, I don't know how they would rescue Theodore, but it's fine. It's fine. Um, this all came about during the summertime, but we were still in school for some reason. Oh wait, I don't remember. I don't know if it was spring or summer. Um, I went swimming at a hotel. What? I don't know what. I don't know what. I don't know what that has to do with anything. Didn't happen in a dream. Once again, my weird brain just came up with it and decided it would be great for the story. I don't understand myself sometimes. I really don't. Anyways, yeah. I got one word to describe you, and I'm gonna spell it out for you. SAWFT, soft. That's the catchphrase of a wrestler named Enzo Amore, who was one of my favorite wrestlers, until he got. Yeah, he's not in the WWE anymore. He hasn't been for like almost 5 years actually, because it was like in January 28. No, it was like in February 2018, I think, and it's almost February 2023. I mean, like, if it's not too far away, so yeah. Anyways, let's go see if there's anything else good to read. Which again, I know there is, but I just don't know if I'd be too comfortable sharing all of it. So let's just. Let's just search up Alvin, type in enter, and then let's see what. Wait, what? Oh yeah, I have a bunch of stories about him. Like, I have like so many, honestly. Um. Hmm. I mean, some of them I didn't even dream about him in, but I just decided to include him, just because, you know, I don't know. He's just the Chipmunks are just like iconic dream characters of mine, so I just want to include them. Let's look at Rebound in real life. Um, so, if you don't know the movie Rebound, it's about I don't know if you guys know the comedian Martin Lawrence, but I reviewed one of his movies for I reviewed one of his movies in that the movie review video I did, the one called Black Knight. Um, so in this one, he plays a basketball coach who got fired from the NCAA because he had a temper tantrum, and and so now he has to coach a bunch of like middle school kids. So yeah, and so this is just I had to dream about it once. Um, yeah. So this barely includes Alvin, but it includes him a little bit, and I remember it being a pretty good dream. So I'm gonna read about it. So anyways, last night I had a dream that the movie Rebound happened in real life, and the ugly kid and the bully weren't. I don't know. I don't know if they like. I don't know if in the movie like they meant to call him ugly. So now I just kind of feel like that's kind of a mean thing that I just put in there. But anyways, and the bully weren't there. The bully was like this like big fat girl, and yeah, and I was still at Nathan Hale. I was hanging out with my friend Alvin, and we were playing basketball, and he said that he was better than me at it. Yeah, even though he's like 2 inches tall. Like, I mean, not 2 inches, but like, I don't know how tall. I don't know, but I was doing one. I was doing, and he said he was better at me right there. I was doing well on I don't know that on all. Wait, hold on. I'm just gonna, guys. I'm just gonna close out the camera just so I could see what it says. Well, on all my shots, and then Martin Lawrence tapped me on the back and said I have a hell of a shot. I mean, he's not actually Martin Lawrence in this movie. I mean, in this dream / story, I guess. But he's he's just his character in the movie. I think his name was like Roy McCormick or something like that. Yeah, I think that's what his name was. And he said I have one hell of a shot. Sorry, God, I didn't mean to say hell, but that's just what I put here. So I guess I did kind of mean to say it, but like, please don't take me to hell, please. One hell of a shot, and just said I could make it way better than that. I could get all the girls. Well, I already do got all the girls, you know what I mean. But then he said that his name was Coach Roy. Yeah, it was Roy McCormick. That was the name. He said my name is Coach Roy. I'm gonna be coaching the basketball team if you want to join. I said sure, and he said, wait, I said, what did I say? I said sure, and he said, give me some. Then we high-fived, and then he said to meet me in the gym on meet me at the gym at the first practice, or I don't know what that says, which was Thursday. I don't know what that says, which was Thursday for practice, and he gave me a pass on that, and then he left. Then we continued the game, and I obviously won because I was like towering over him, basically. So yeah, I won, obviously. Then we talked at lunch, and I told Jakari and my other friends that I joined the basketball team, and I said that they should too, and Jakari said that he didn't want to because they would boss him around. I don't know what that means, but that night I was so excited to go to my basketball practice. In the final period, I had Spanish, and I told my Spanish teacher, Mrs. Tomasi, that I needed to go to basketball practice. So she let me go, and I went into the gym, and Coach wasn't there yet. We got to shoot what's that? I can't see. Wait, is there any way I could like zoom out of this so I could wait? 90. Hold, I might be able to see better. 90. No, that's way too far. I can't see any of that. I don't know if this. Let's try 75. I mean, I can see better, but I still can't see. And we had to shoot the basketballs. I shot 12 shots and I made at least 7 of them. Then Coach Roy came and told everyone to introduce themselves to him and everyone else, and they said that we had free shoot, and he said that we have free shooting time to get the feel of it. Everyone absolutely sucked, except for me and this black kid. I didn't mean to say, like, I'm not trying to be racist, but like, he was black in the dream. So what am I supposed to say? Like if I didn't say he was black, then he could have been anything. He could have been white or Asian or Spanish or black, or he could have been anything really. Man, I should really end this video soon. It's getting pretty long. I don't know how long, but getting pretty long. So this is just the last story. So except for me and this black kid, he secretly was annoyed that most of the people were bad. He said that in 3 weeks we had our final game and it was against Stanford. Then my parents met Coach Roy and they shook hands, and he said that I have a bright future. The next week we learned more. We learned the proper shooting form, even though I already knew. He said that we have to make it spin like a wheel, and then make it like a lion paw. So like basically like spinning a wheel, lion paw. Then he said, "Cole, want to show us how much game you got?" Then I went up there and shot and swished, and he gave me a fist bump and said, "Excellent. I'm excellent. I'm just excellent, I could tell that I was one of his favorite students. Then he asked someone else to do it, and they airballed I accidentally said Martin. Coach was embarrassed. Then he said that he was fired from coaching in the NCAA. If you didn't know what the NCAA is, by the way, I think it stands for the National National College. I don't know. The National College Administrative Association. I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Let's look it up. I kind of like my meaning of it though. I think it sounds kind of nice. NCAA stand National Collegiate Athletic Association. I was pretty close. Um, and then he said that we need to start winning because losing makes him look bad. That night, me and my mom were at the grocery store, and he said, and we saw him, and I said, "Hey, coach." He said, "Sup, buddy?" Then he said that he knew with me on their team we can beat Stanford. Then he left, and we left, and the next day I went back to school, and I told everyone that, and some people rudely ignored me. I practiced my shot at recess, and then me and Jakari had a game together, and it was like a tie because we had the same score, and when recess ended. We were going to watch a movie in ELA, and I wanted to watch 1,000 Words, and nobody wanted to, and I said it's way funnier than whatever movie we're going to watch, Like, in every story I made, like, this was, like, February 2021, that I made the story, so, like, this was, like, the peak of my 1,000 Words obsession, so, like, I had to include it in everything I did, in every story, literally. It doesn't matter whether or not I dreamt about it. It doesn't fucking matter. I know I'm weird. I just say stuff randomly, but then at practice on Thursday, he taught us about distractions, and we had a practice game against him, and me and the other kid were guarding him, and he said hot girls just came in, and everyone but me looked, and coach dunked. Then he was real mad and called everyone in the circle and said, "Guys, I hate to say this, but you guys are the worst team I've ever coached. The only person who is in it to win it is Cole. The rest of y'all just don't care. And I don't see how we're winning the game because all of you are embarrassing me. And you can embarrass yourselves, but you're not gonna embarrass me." Then class was not class, but practice. It's not class, but whatever. The next day, I was in class when Coach came and asked if he could take me for a while. Then we left, and he said that I was the best player in the team, and he wanted to give me some pointers. After I asked him why he was only doing this for me, and he said that I'm the only one that tries. That is true. I mean, he's not lying. On Thursday, he made us do exercises, and on Thursday, he made us do exercises, and then he made us practice everything we needed to know before the game. Then he said that he wasn't going to accept everything but A+ ever, as he shouldn't, Um, I prepared for the rest of the game for the rest of the day and Friday. Saturday morning was our game, and we were whooped pretty bad. We got our asses kicked. We got our asses handed to us by Stanford. But me and the black kid got a few points in. Coach was so mad at us he could barely talk. The score was 109 to 8. 109. I don't. Why did I say 109? Is that like the thing people say? I don't know. I enjoyed the rest of my weekend off, and I wasn't mad at myself because it wasn't my fault that we lost. The next week, Coach Roy said that we better not lose by triple digits again. Then he taught us about teamwork, and he was playing against this kid, and we were getting destroyed. But then he started throwing the ball around, and we were doing better. Wait, the kid was getting destroyed. But before we left, he said the next week we were gonna have practice layups. Then the time came, and before we got into layups, he taught us how to dribble the ball between the legs and how to make it hard for your opponent to get it. Then he did a layup and sunk it. Then the other kids started doing it, and they were actually making it. Then he taught us about three-pointers and how to not foul. A few weeks later, we were supposed to take pictures, and someone threw up on Coach's shoes. That same day, we had a game, and it was against Coach's enemies from high school, and we lost again. After a few more weeks of nothing but losing, Coach Roy got really sick of it. He said that me, a kid named Evan, and a kid named Isaiah, and a kid named Jack were going against his other team and we were on defense, and Coach Roy put icy hot on them, which is like, when you like rub it against your your armpits, and like it's like really hot and it burns. So that's what he did in the movie. So I included it here. What? Yeah. All right, guys, I gotta go. So, all right, wait, hold on. I gotta go. I'm sorry I had to end it early. So, have a great Christmas and peace out.